Okay, DW Gaming here with the latest update from the PTB. They've changed a few things with the Dark Lord from the PTB. Just going to go over this quickly. Looks like they've made some significant changes to a few killers here, so this is good from what I'm seeing. So we have first off the Dark Lord. Increased movement speed after casting Hellfire to 2 meters per second was 1.48. Decreased Hellfire charge time to 0.9 seconds was 1 second. And they made adjustments to various add-ons. This is not much of a change. I mean, it's still very slow after casting that, but it's an anti-loop ability, so it's doesn't really hurt him that much. Dev note, the Hellfire attack proved to be useful on the PTB. We fine-tuned the charge time and movement speed to improve the way it feels to use. This includes adjusting the deceleration and reacceleration? De-acceleration, re-acceleration? I don't know if those are words. After canceling the attack to be smoother and not so sudden. I read this. This is weird. They've increased movement speed in wolf form to 4.6 meters per second. Was 4.4. The thing is, in the description, it says wolf form is faster. He has an increased speed as wolf form. This is base movement speed for killers. This is not increased. Now, 4.4, he definitely shouldn't have been 4.4. That's ridiculous. I mean, wolves are faster than a two-legged person. There's no way you're going to outrun a wolf. But this is base movement speed. I would think they would make wolf form even faster than this, since in the description itself it says he's faster as wolf in the wolf form. So this is disappointing. They did increase the haste from scent orbs will increase your speed to 4.8. That's not much of a difference. I mean, it's a little faster, but yeah, honestly, I would make the wolf form itself 4.8 and make the increased speed from scent orbs like to 5.0. That would make more sense. But yeah, it looked incredibly slow from what I was seeing on the PTB. It was just, there was no reason to use the wolf form at all because it actually made you slower. But it doesn't make sense that they only increase it to base movement speed. I wish they had increased it even more. As I said, in the description, it says he moves faster in wolf form. This isn't faster. It's not slower, but is not faster than his standard form. Reduce the cooldown of pounce attack to 20 seconds was 25. Colliding with a wall or obstacle during the first pounce will no longer end your power. So it looks to me there's, other than using like Hellfire, there's really no point in ever transforming from wolf to vampire form. I mean, I suppose you use bat form to get around the map a little bit faster, but even bat form's not that fast. But I would stay in wolf form pretty much throughout the match. I'm going to try him and see how that works. I'd much rather play as a wolf than this guy. So, dev note, the wolf form looked to need a bit more attention. For the release, we've increased the wolf's base movement speed to 4.6. Same as the vampire form. Should be faster. You said in the description it was a faster form. We've also reduced the pounce attacks cooldown. Okay. While the pounce attack is meant to be more difficult to use in tight spaces, we found it to be a bit too restrictive. To make it easier to position for the second pounce, hitting a collision during the first pounce will no longer end your power. Okay, that's good. Nemesis, increased mutation rate 3 tentacle strike range is 6.5 meters was 6. Yeah, it already had a huge range. Now it's getting even more range. Wow, that'll be interesting. Decreased successful tentacle strike cooldown to 2.25 seconds was 2.5. Okay. The adjustments on the PTB definitely helped the Nemesis get up and running at the start of the trial, but many felt he could use a little more. We've made additional tweaks as tentacle strike to make it even more deadly when used well. The tentacle strike really wasn't a problem. It was pretty strong. I mean, the big problem with Nemesis is his zombies. His zombies are very hit and miss. You can't really rely on them for consistent injures and downs because they're controlled by the AI and they move very slowly. And other than his zombies, he has no map presence at all. He can't pressure different areas of the map. And I feel like the tentacle strike is not really a big... I mean, these are nice changes for sure, but the tentacle strike wasn't a really big problem with him. It was fairly strong. I don't know if it really needed any buffing. I mean, the range on mutation rate 3 tentacle strike is already insane. I would prefer buffs to his zombies to make him a little more of a threat in the 4v1. The Knight. Each guard has a separate cooldown. Wow, that will go a long way toward helping him out for sure. The Assassin 30 seconds, the Jailer 25 seconds, and the Carnifex 20 seconds. Summoning a guard will cause any active guard to despawn. That's huge. That is huge. I know a lot of people were calling for that to be, because on the PTB, you could actually do that. It was a bug, but it was actually something you could do. So if you had a guard patrolling an area of the map where no one was, you could immediately get rid of him by summoning another guard to an area of the map where the survivors actually were. This is huge. This is a very good buff for the Knight. This will motivate me to play the Knight, definitely, because, I hated having a guard just in an area where the guard's just like completely useless, and I'd have to wait for his timer to run out in order to spawn another guard. I couldn't even spawn another guard immediately because of the cooldown. So this is a huge change. This is one of the best things that's ever happened to him, I think. Hitting a patrolling guard with a basic attack will reduce their cooldown to 10 seconds. Okay. Dev note, spawning a different guard while another was deployed was an unintended mechanic in the previous PTB, but it turned out to be loved by many. Yes. We found having guards on separate cooldowns encouraged switching between to the right guard and the right... This guy needs to learn English. English here. It's like encourage switching between guards to suit the right situation. Meanwhile, a shared cooldown encouraged using the single strongest guard. Yeah. Yeah, this is a huge buff. Because, honestly, the Assassin is still going to be the strongest guard. But let's say you put down an Assassin and You put the assassin in an area of the map where all the survivors have already run to a different, like the opposite end of the map. So the assassin's useless where you've put him down. Now, you can put a jailer or carnifex and it will immediately despawn the assassin. Now, the jailer and carnifex are not as strong in chase. But just having another guard that you can summon immediately to get rid of a useless guard, I mean, that's going to be so useful in chase. I can't believe they actually did this. This is a huge change tonight. The only thing I would request that they do with Knight now is just get rid of that stupid mechanic where if you're in close proximity to a guard in chase, the guard's timer expires faster. Get rid of that, because otherwise he's just an M1 killer. I would get rid of that and he would be perfect. We have brought back separate cooldowns as a now intended feature and tuned them according to their strength and utility. This will give the Knight a boost in power and encouraging swapping between guards. Yeah, this is a very good change. Just get rid of that mechanic where their timer expires in chase when you're in close proximity to them, and he'll be perfect. Because I feel like you shouldn't be punished for actually finding a survivor and doing what you need to do to get that survivor down. The game for killer is all about the chase, and it should be all about the chase for survivor as well. And without his guards, he's just an M1 killer. So I would get rid of that, and then he would be perfect. But this is a huge buff. This is a very good change for the Knight. Definitely make me want to play him. They made a couple perk changes for the newest killer. Human Greed changed, reduced cooldown to 30 seconds, was 60. On the PTB, the cooldown for closing chests was quite long, so we have reduced it significantly. No one's going to be going around kicking chests. I mean, that's just stupid. Killer has enough to do. He doesn't need another objective where he's going around kicking chests. I mean, come on. No one's going to use this still. It's a pointless perk. It's a survivor perk for killer, basically. Exaltation. The following change will be implemented in a minor patch in the coming weeks. Oh, is this the survivor perk? Remove the condition which prevented upgraded items from being kept at the end of the trial. Oh. Many people wanted to keep the items they had risked their lives to upgrade, so we'll be removing this condition in a later update. Oh, that's the one where you hit the... you stun the killer with a pallet, I think, and your item is like recharged to 25% and upgraded. I still don't see people using this perk. It's easy to get, good items in the blood web. I don't think this perk's really worth it. I mean, whatever. It's a survivor perk. It's not really important. They don't even need perks on survivor side. So that's it. So good changes to the vampire. Wolf form, definitely will be trying that out. As I said in previous video, I will be using the auric cells I get from the Rift to purchase him. That way I will not be spending my own money, since I spent my own money to buy the cosmetics in the Rift. So I really don't care if they nerf him later. Nemesis, I thought his tentacle was fine, but I mean, any buff will do. I would prefer buffs to his zombies since they're pretty useless. Knight got a huge change. He's looking better than ever. And that's pretty much it. So this will go live on the 27th of August, I believe. And look forward to some videos. And hopefully Killer won't be too much of a hassle to play, even though they are increasing hook timers, something they don't need to do. But we'll see. And I will see everyone in the next video.